Good morning. I would like everyone's pencils down and eyes on me. When I am talking, I expect all of you to be sitting down in your seats quietly. Please do not call out answers unless I call on you or we are responding as a group. Today, I'm going to be having you answer some questions by using a signal. When I ask a question, I will hold up my hand like this. When I want you to respond aloud, I will drop my hand. I also may say things like everyone or together when I want you to respond aloud. Let's practice this now. Today is Friday. What day is today, everyone? Friday. Good. That's how I want you to follow my signal. For today's lesson, you will need to know what a comparison is. Can someone tell me what a comparison is? A comparison is showing how two or more things are similar or alike in some way. That's right. You might compare something like the clouds in the sky to cotton candy. Who can give me another example of two similar things that you might compare? You could compare something that is cold to ice. Great example. Now that I know you all remember what a comparison is, I'm going to tell you what you will be learning about today. In today's lesson, you will be learning about similes. Similes are another way to make your writing more original and interesting through the use of comparisons. After today, you will be able to identify similes. This will be especially helpful when writing poems. It will also be helpful for you when you take your PSSAs. Besides in poetry, can anyone think of any other time when you would use comparisons? Riddles, rhymes, and stories. Very good. Now that you have come up with some ideas of where you want to use similes, let's find out exactly what a simile is. I would like everyone to listen carefully as I define today's word. I'm going to be drilling you on this definition a lot, so I need you to look up at the board and follow along as I read it to you. A simile is a comparison of two things using the words like or as. Listen again. A simile is a comparison of two things using the words like or as. Now, I would like you to read the definition aloud with me as I point to the words on the board. Everyone, a simile is a comparison of two things using the words like or as. Good. One more time without me. Everyone, a simile is a comparison of two things using the words like or as. Good. Class, what is a simile? A simile is a comparison. Great. A simile is a comparison of two things using the words like or as. Excellent job paying attention. I need everyone to be looking at me now as I demonstrate on the board how to identify a simile. Would you please read number 1 aloud? The boy moved like a snake. Thank you. Our definition says that simile is a comparison of two things using the words like or as. First, I want to ask myself, is the comparison made in this sentence? Yes, the boy is being compared to a snake. Second, I ask myself, does this sentence use the words like or as? Yes, it uses the word like. Therefore, this sentence is an example of a simile, and I will circle yes. Follow along as I do the second problem. Please read number 2. The ground was as flat as a pancake. Now our definition says that a simile is a comparison of two things using the words like or as. First, I ask myself, is a comparison made in this sentence? Yes, the ground is being compared to a pancake. Second, I ask myself, does this sentence use the words like or as? Yes, this sentence uses the word as. Therefore, the sentence is an example of a simile, and I will circle yes. Just to make sure you really have it down, let me show you one more. Please read number 4 aloud. Her stare was as cold as ice. Good reading. Our definition says what, everyone? It says that a simile is a comparison that uses what two words? Like or as. Great job. First, I ask myself, is a what being compared in this sentence, class? A comparison? That's right. Her stare is being compared to ice. Second, I ask myself, does this sentence use what two words, everyone? Like or as. Nice job. This sentence does use the word as. Therefore, this sentence both makes a comparison and uses the word as, making it an example of a simile, and I will circle yes. Okay, now that you have seen me identify similes, it is your turn to try some on your own. Before we start, I would like everyone to tell me all together what a simile is. A simile is a comparison of two things using the words like or as. Awesome. Flip over your worksheets now and pick up your pencils. Everyone put your finger on number 1. Read number 1 aloud for me. Jen's cheeks were like big red apples. Nice. You just told me that a simile is a comparison of two things using the words like or as. First, ask yourself, is a comparison made in this sentence? Yes. Jen's cheeks are being compared to red apples. Second, ask yourself, does this sentence use the words like or as? Everyone, yes or no? Yes. Please point to the word that it uses. Right, it uses the word like. Therefore, number 1 is an example of a simile. Go ahead and circle yes. Look now at number 2 on your worksheet and read this sentence aloud. Tom was as hairy as an ape. Our definition says that a simile is a what? A comparison of two things using the words like or as. Very good. Is a comparison made in this sentence, everyone? Yes. What is being compared, students? Tom is being compared to an ape. Right. Now, does this sentence use the words like or as, class? Yes. Which word does it use? As. Awesome. Is this a simile, everyone? Yes or no? Yes. Right. Please circle yes on your papers now. Everyone look at number 4 on your worksheet and read it to yourself. Remember the definition of a simile and decide whether this sentence is an example of a simile or not. After you have circled yes or no, put your pencils down and look up at me. Great job. Everyone circled yes. Why is the sentence, the lamp shined as bright as the sun, an example of a simile? This is an example of a simile because the comparison is being made and it uses the word as. Very good answer. Everyone, put your finger on number 5. Please read the sentence carefully and decide whether or not this sentence is an example of a simile now. Very good. Can someone tell me why number 5 is not a simile? This is not a simile because it does not use the words like or as. Great job. Finally, read number 6 to yourselves and circle the correct answer after you have thought about our definition. Nice job. You all circled yes. Okay, before we move on to the last set of questions, let's make sure you still remember our definition. Everyone, a simile is a comparison of two things using the words like or as. You guys are doing great. Complete number 7 now. Put your pencils down and look at me when you are finished. Well done. Everyone circled yes. Why is this an example of a simile? This is an example of a simile because the comparison is being made and it uses the word as. Correct. Complete numbers 8, 9, and 10 now and look up when you are finished so I can check your work. I can tell you all really understand similes. You have all done such a wonderful job on today's lesson. Before we finish, let's review what we have learned today. Class, what is a simile? A simile is a comparison of two things using the words like or as. Excellent job remembering today's definition. Monday, we will be going over Ghost Cadet. For the next few minutes, I would like you to complete this worksheet that I will hand out to you now. Thank you for listening to me so well today.